Yeah, I'm proud of me because we had a parent teachers conference today, and even though I let them know, listen, I'm gonna go this route for protecting my daughter, but like I'm proud of me because like I hold myself accountable, and then I also like I'm not trying to walk in old habits because I know where God is trying to take me. I don't know everything fully, but I know that He wants to do something different in me, and that He is working on the things. So the things that He's irritating, He's showing me like it's going to be for your purpose, but at the same time, like you gotta handle things a little bit differently. You can't just keep, you know, you can't move how the old you used to move. And when you're really trying to grow, you'll let God correct you. I even did a video, and I knew that it was God because God was not going to let that video slide. God was not. God, listen. God said, "I'm not going to let you look stupid," because I was like, the point where I'm at, because so many people be wanting to find dirt on you and will try to use things, but I'm not scared of that. Like, and God is like, you ain't got like you don't gotta say it like, cause God be fighting for me. God be fighting for me, and God be saving me from me. And when God love you, God really is going to save you from you. And not have you put out things. And He's showing me like when certain videos is being stopped purposely, like when it needs to go out, how it'll cut off. But when God don't want it to go, baby, God is not going to let it go through. And it's going to be different versus how the videos, like once you do it, you get done and it just disappear. Nah, it'd be different ways. God be like, up, you're out of space, you're out of room, like, and He keeps doing that, knowing that it's space. But yeah, I want y'all to know that be gentle and kind with you because you're still learning. Like, you're still freshly walking with God. I'm still freshly walking with God, but I'm not a baby in Christ. I'm not immature. And I'm not scared to face me and things that I see in me because that's the point of it. It's not always about just wanting the blessings and God to use you for other people. No, God, like, show me me. Show me the things I need to work on. Because if you're going to have me for something, guess what? The same thing that God teaches me, I have to implement that in my life. And as I'm implementing things in my life and everything that God is teaching me, like I would give y'all the raw me. Like I don't play about my kids. I would go off. I would drag you like a mop about my kids. But God is like I ain't gonna be like Nehemiah pulling here. I'm not gonna be like Jesus turning tables. Because when God said vengeance is his, there are things that God can do to people that we cannot. Yes, you could drag them. Yes, you can do that. And I'm able to say all this because I don't want y'all to feel like when you become, walking with God, that you have to be perfect, like you gotta really change. No, because you're still gonna have thoughts. Like these are your babies. God says to protect them. So when it comes down to my children, I'm not scared to lay my life down. I don't by any means necessary about my family. I'm not going to fight over stupid stuff. If we can be grown and talk about it, like I'm down for it. And being in this meeting, it also showed me that it helped me by actually listening and just seeing, where things may be a problem or what's going on without things being said. So during the meeting, like, and I was telling the girl, I was like, do you want to go to jail? Like, by you being around, and it just seemed like the girl just being around the wrong crowd. And it seemed like once I said what my daughter was going through about her dad, like her dad's not in their life, like we had to cut him off because like he just like you gotta show that you want your kids. Like I'm not just gonna send my kids back. I'm not just gonna, words is words. I'm tired of fake promises. I'm tired of it. If I can do everything by myself, and when I was with him, and still be a mom and go through what I'm going through, like, and still show up, still heal, why can't he? There's no excuses, and God is separating people. Like, you don't need to go back. I'm going to bless you with someone that will be a better father figure, but it comes with healing. It comes with going through the process. It comes with all of that. And when I mentioned the fact of her dad, I seen the mom change. I seen the girl posture change, and how like me just talking to her, it was like tears. And I said, if you really talk to my daughter, you'll understand. Like she's easy to talk to. If you got a problem with anything going on, don't believe what just people telling you, because she don't talk about nobody. So if y'all just talk, but in the midst of summers, he was there, he was just like, yeah, because y'all might have more in common than you think. And just talking to her, mentioning her dad. And I was like, as parents, we have to apologize. You can't control what the other parent do and what they don't do, but as parents we have to apologize. And it was like the mom at that point, like, she just picked up her phone. It was just like, but that be the thing too. If you gotta be like, if I hurt my kids, I want them to tell me. So many people are stuck on the fact that you're a parent. And then, I was observing, how she talked to her daughter, and she was like, oh, you a follower, huh? And it's nothing bad, and it's okay with being strict on your kids, but don't be so strict on your kids to where you can't hear them out, because maybe you're pushing them to the other crowd. Maybe what the being so strict, you can push your child to the streets. Don't be so strict on them that they don't want to talk to you. And she just thought, like, when I say this girl lied, this girl was like a habitual liar, because she was like, well, we didn't and the mama was like, hold on. She was like, oh, I didn't talk about her last week. We didn't have no, I don't remember no conference. And her mama was like, hold on, what? She's like, you admitted that you said this about the girl. The mama, like, she was about to go off. Like, she was about to go off. But as parents, even while you're teaching your kids and you have kids, don't do what your parents did. Learn a different way. Sometimes kids become liars because there's different, like, now it's just giving me different aspects. Whether you're too strict, um, the crowd that they're around. And this is why, as parents, you have to make sure that you're watching who your kids with. You having conversations with your kids. See what they're going on. See who they hanging around. But most importantly, please, because everything still do start at home, make sure that your child isn't hurting because of what they're going through at home, whether it's by you or the absent parent. Talk to your kids. Like, I notice when my kids are hurting, because they'll mention their dad, but then they'll see my daughter shock, I miss my daddy. And I say, what? Oh, never mind. And she'll bring up stuff that I didn't even know. And it's crazy because she's like, oh, nope, never mind. No, I don't, because I'm not even gonna repeat what she said. I'm not even gonna repeat what she said. Just know it wasn't something that a child should say or should even notice. But no, it has something to do with different types of females. And my kids haven't even seen a bunch of guys around me, because that's how much I changed. Like, y'all not, what? Oh yeah. But yeah, like, as parents, we could all learn something and do something a little bit differently. Our kids need us, and we're learning. Like, so I'm proud of me of how I handled things today, because, like, I want to see what's not being, as God is using me, I want to see what's not being said. And you can tell by people's body language when things change up and what the root is. And like I say, her and my daughter, they say they friends now. They had lunch together. But you never know, because kids have a lot of things in common. So if her dad's not in her life, her and my daughter definitely have a lot in common, or have something in common that can, like, my daughter, she's a light. So she could they could share, they could be a light to each other. So as you pour into yourself to be better, and you're pouring into your children, help them to also walk in the fruits of the Spirit of God. And as you're teaching them, like, God ways, like, to always treat each other with kindness, because you never know what somebody's going through. We may flip out about our kids, but we know it's for reasons, and that's something that God is really truly, like, handling with me. Like, you can't always flip out. I'm gonna fight for you. I know that, but at the end of the day, they need my babies. Like, you fight for me, so I gotta fight for my kids. And I'm not ashamed to say certain things, because I want y'all to know, like, I'm human too. I'm not this perfect Christian. I don't want to be a perfect Christian. I just want to be one that's willing and that's trying, and one that God can truly use for his people in everything, in every circumstance, because we all need each other, but we're not for everybody, and that is okay. But I want to notice the things that's not being said, and I want to be observant in ways where I can be valuable and add value.